Look at this hair. It is crazy. Oh my god. Still have a cough. The never-ending cough. Hang out for a minute. Wait for you guys to get on. It is crazy looking. Happy Wednesday. I'm so exhausted. Alright guys. Are the notifications coming on? I'm waiting on you. Hi! Look at this hair! It's looking a hot mess. Hi! So I still have... Hi! Look at this hair! It's crazy. All I did was take the pins out. Like I had a messy bun for 2 days. And I took it down and this is what happened. And I didn't want to shower before I did my live because I wanted to show you the makeup and how it held up. Now, once we start with a clean slate and I take a shower, I got a new finishing spray, which I've never tried, the Milani finishing spray. So I thought we could kind of compare, like, because I've been obsessed with Nyx Dewy Finish and haven't really, I did try Wet n Wild's and it didn't compare. So I stuck with Nyx. But when I went to buy more today, they didn't have any. So this is Milani and it says make it dewy, which I love a dewy finish. So I'm hoping that this will be like, it says 16-hour wear. Right now I'm on like 26 or 27 or 28 hour wear. So it's held up really good though. I mean, my eyebrows are starting to look a little bit funny, and because we used cream contour, like it's creasing in places where I don't even have creases. That's why I said I don't like cream contour. With powder, loose powder contour, oh my gosh. Loose powder highlighter, you could almost use it as your finishing powder. You know what I mean? It's amazing. Asher's been sick, so you guys know I was sleep deprived, and I got one good night of sleep, and then last night, Malachi's sick. So now I was up all night with Malachi. I just can't win. So I'm really excited. Elf works okay. I haven't tried it yet. I don't like the Wet n Wild because just like the liner, it just seems Wet n Wild. Like it just makes everything a wet mess. I love a lot of Wet n Wild products though. Don't get me wrong. It's just their eyeliner for eyelashes. Their eyeliner for eyeliners fine. Just for eyelashes, no. And I was not satisfied with their setting spray in comparison to Nyx. I mean, Nyx just is the bomb, you know? As far as I'm concerned, so far, until I come across something better, I will let you know. This may very well be better. See, it's dewy. It's the only one they had. They didn't have an option. I went today, if you guys watched my live, to CVS to strictly buy Almay so I could show you how to apply my lashes without a mess, without having to worry. You can see how tired I am. Look at my eyes. Without having to worry about a mess. Because like yesterday, if you remember in my live, I said I'm going to put this liner on without blinking, which I can control not to blink. But I didn't say this during the live, which I noticed when I watched it, it's so runny and wet that when I'm doing my lashes, it literally runs into your eyes and burns, and then it just makes a big mess. Versus the Almay, which I just bought some of, it never runs or makes a mess or gets in your eyes. You know what I mean? It's just real clean. It must dry really fast, a really fast, clean, dry application, so you can use it. I love using it for eyeliner. I love using it for eyeshadow. I love using it to for eyelashes, to fill your lashes, all that. This is my favorite. Absolute 100% thus far favorite. So, overall, I think that most of the makeup held up well. Even the highlighter. You can still see the highlighter, which I was surprised. I thought it would for sure rub off, you know, while I was sleeping. Because we're talking about mom life here. When we fall asleep in our makeup because we're too tired to wash our face. So, I mean, overall, I could pull off, you know, this being like today's makeup. It's not perfect. I mean, you can see there's some conceal. There's just, I mean, there's little mess ups everywhere. It's not perfect. It's not flawless because it's not brand new. But it looks, I think, really good. My lipstick, you can still see a stain. They're not full, but they're still pink. You know, like, it did pretty good. My eyelashes are falling off just a tiny bit. They're real loose to touch. Blush stayed on. Eyeshadow stayed on. Everything's pretty good. So I think that everything that we used yesterday, 100% A-okay. I recommend it. I'm totally not digging this shirt, but I was in such a hurry this morning that I just grabbed the first thing on the rack. But it does kind of match my hair. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do with this live. And for the love of God, I am slowly clearing up from this awful sinus infection, but like the drainage just seems to be never ending. It's driving me nuts. So I was really excited because I don't know if you guys watched the live right before Halloween. I used the Nyx stick for the first time because I've used Wet n Wild 100 times, the Wet n Wild sticks, but it was like so dark on me. It was so dark, and I realized I probably picked up a stick that was too dark. So today I bought the two lightest sticks, because sometimes, like, obviously you always, if you're pale like me, you always want the lightest of light highlight. But sometimes you need a little bit of a darker contour, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have a variety. And I'm really excited because I've been wanting to try this forever. And I never see it at Walmart. And every time I'm online, I never think to order it. And of course, I went in there and my goal was to get Almay, a pair of tweezers because I lost mine, and I think a concealer because I'm almost out. And I came out with $191 and like 7 cents worth of products. Which is why I try so hard not to go to CVS. I can control myself better at Walmart because the selection just isn't as good. Like, I mean, so I got a thinner fan brush. I'm obsessed with Sigma, but they're expensive. And brushes get dirty fast, and because I have such, like, I have the full selection of Sigma brushes, and then I also bought the full selection of e.l.f. and Wet n Wild brushes. I also have a lot of, like, these. I saw somebody in my live compliment, like, my green and wooden brushes, which I realized today when we were at CVS. They're called Beauty 360, I think. And I really like these. They're really soft, and I just really like them. They're really nice. But because, I mean, I have this huge thing of brush cleaner, So if you ever need to clean your brushes, use the Sigma. Just go ahead. I don't know how much I spent on it, but it's worth it because you only need a tiny bit to shampoo, and this will not hurt your brushes. So, you know, you can have like the nastiest like lipstick or pomade from your eyebrows or whatever it is stuck on your brushes. This will take it right out, no problems, without destroying your brushes. You don't want to hurt your brushes. So use this to clean, and then I like to have a variety of brushes. So if all of my brushes are dirty, I can grab a different one, but that's just me because I do makeup 24/7. You guys don't need to have 200 or 300 or 400 brushes. I even have, I think these are City Color Cosmetics. Dropped my coffee. I think they all work well. When you're going into in-depth eye looks, I suggest, my favorite for eyes are Sigma because of the variety, and they're so soft and they're just amazing. But Wet n Wild, Elf, I don't mind, but they do fall apart sometimes. But Wet n Wild, I would recommend Wet n Wild, the Beauty 360, and I found a pack at Martin's the one day that I think was just, I don't even think it had a brand, but it had all the eye, the necessary eye brushes, and they worked just as well. So I'm saying you can find brushes that are just as good as the Sigma brushes. You know what I mean? You don't have to spend the money on Sigma brushes to accomplish the same look that, I'm going for, or you're going for. You can get an affordable set, one set, keep them clean, and be fine. But this brush, if you can notice, it's real thick, which I like a lot of times, but I needed a thin one. This one's really, really thin. So if you're going for like a really more narrowed area, you can get it better with a thin brush. And then I couldn't help myself because I love Milani, and look how pretty this is. It's a highlighter. Hold on, if I can get it open. It's probably sealed. Of course it's sealed. There it is. I can hear poor Malachi down there coughing. I hope it doesn't wake him up. Right now they're both asleep. It's the only reason I'm on here. Finally got them both asleep. Look how pretty that is. I love Milani blushes. I love Milani. I love it. They used to have it at Walmart where I live. They don't anymore. So I always have to go to the drugstore. Wasn't a very good swatch. Hopefully it's brighter than that. Looks pretty. They had different selections. I got the brightest, most pinky, silvery one versus a golden looking one. And then they had a whole bunch of pretty, look at this Wet n Wild one. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar. Look how cute that is. It's a limited edition, it says. Which I think the rainbow unicorn, wherever it is, the rainbow, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't say limited edition. So that was not a limited edition. So no rush on that. But if this is amazing, you might want to pick it up before it disappears because it says limited edition. But then if everybody loves them, they normally keep them. So let's see what this looks like. And I should start doing this more often. I have 5 boxes full. I just need to start sharing stuff with you guys, but I'm always too busy talking or putting on makeup. Look how pretty! So pretty. I hate to even touch it. Alright, let's swatch it right beside the Milani to see the difference. Get in there real good. I hope you can see. So here, you have to get the right angle. You know what? It's because the stupid light's on. There we go. Natural light is like the only way to see. I'll try to get more on there because it doesn't seem very bright. It's more golden, but it's pretty. Probably won't be, yeah, you can see when you put it on my cheek, you can definitely see a big difference in comparison to the other cheek. So it's really pretty. What else did I want to show you that I was excited about? This, which I will use all of these in a tutorial so we see how they work out. Master Fairy Highlight. How cool is that? I mean, it's a fairy highlight. I mean, I had to buy it. There was only one left, too. If there was two, I would have probably bought them all just because look how cute it is. So it is Maybelline. And it is a illuminating powder. So once you finish applying your makeup, you take it over your face just to kind of give you a glowing look, supposedly. That's what it's supposed to do. No point in opening it right now because I don't really have anything to do with it. This one is also new. It's a Wet n Wild. It's called Highlighting Powder. And it's an illuminator too. It is, stupid eyes, small print, Blossom Glow. Let's see what it looks like. I'm like desperate to find a good highlighter until we find, and I saw, what was it, what's your name? I've been talking to you, Allie. I noticed you so much yesterday. You have 4 kids too. Thank you so much for all the love. Jessica, you had asked in a live what was the name again. You wanted to look it up. City Color Cosmetics is the name of the highlighter that I am desperately searching for. City Color Cosmetics Powder Highlighter. And it comes in that kit that's called Highlights. Okay, so this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. And it is in shade, did I tell you the shade? Does it even say a shade? I don't see one. I don't think there's a number unless it's in my hand. Oh yeah, I did read it to you. Blossom Glow. 319B Blossom Glow. 319B Blossom Glow. Alright, let's try to open it. And of course, it's stuck again back here. Look how pretty. Very pretty. Sometimes Wet n Wild will just blow you away and come out with some really awesome stuff. Let's see. It's really pinky, which I love, obviously. So far it seems to be the brightest. I had to keep putting my finger in over and over for the other ones. These two seem a lot alike, but this one's a lot more pigmented. So this is the gold. The Milani is the middle, which is pretty, but I'm telling you, this Wet n Wild one is brighter and more pigmented than the Milani, which I'm surprised. This one's really good. Like this. I would recommend it for sure. I haven't put it on yet, but on my hand I can tell it's going to be beautiful. Is there any more? Of course there are. This one is the same thing as that, but it's a different shade. It's new too. If I can get this off and tell you what it's called. I hear Malachi coming. So this is 323B Botanic Dream. It's really pink. Look how pink that is. So pretty. Swatch it. Right beside the other one. Or is that too close? Hold on a minute. Let's try this again. I'm distracted. I can hear him. Let me try my thumb. Works so much better. And it's just not in the right spot on my hand for you to see. I'm going to try right here. In a minute, bud. So that one's really pink. I'm having a hard time showing properly, but you can see it, can't you?
Yeah.
They're all glowy. It's definitely pretty. I would say my two favorite are this. This one's definitely my favorite. The first one I shared. On my hand. I won't know for sure until they're on my face. And sometimes funny little things like this that you would think would just be like so stupid and off, like the mixture of the colors. Like, so when you're putting your brush, you're not just getting one, you're getting them all. And it kind of just perfectly, like, somehow magically. There was another one. Was it Physicians Formula or Hard Candy that had one of these funny looking things? And I thought that it wouldn't work, and it just left a beautiful finish. So a lot of times things like this do actually work. It's amazing but true. It kind of just blends everything together perfectly as a finishing powder. I got another one. I hope it's not the same color. Yep, I got two of the same. I knew, I was afraid when I was buying them. This is the same as the other one, so I have two of those. And of course I like the other one better. But this one's more pinky, so it might actually look a lot better on than it does on my hand. It's really hard to tell. I might take one back, but there's a 99% chance that it's just going to stay in this basket. I'm terrible at returning things. And I swear I already bought this to use to show you, just to tell you guys whether or not it was worth purchasing, because I do like a lot of NYX products. I think I already purchased it, but I haven't seen it recently, so I went ahead and got it again. So I'll let you know what I think of it. And if you want me to, let's see what time it is. 2:24. I have to get the kids no later than 3:15. Well, I mean, I have to be leaving before then. What else is in here? Oh, and I got, so it comes, like, well, there's the rainbow one, which is called Rainbow Highlighter. And this is a rainbow highlighter too. They're both just rainbow highlighters, except this one's more golden. And this one's like, you know, you can get a blue or a pink, you know what I mean? You can do the whole rainbow theme. This one's just more of a, you know, regular glow. I got one of each just because I have to try everything. Because you never know when you're going to find the most amazing product in the world. I've learned all of that the hard way. I think this one's going to be really pretty too. And this is the limited edition one. So, and this is the only one they had. They didn't have any other shades or colors, so I don't know if this is the only one they came out with, or if this is just the only one they had left, because I would have definitely bought one of each. So it's good this is the only one they had. Alright, so now, what should we do? Should we put some of this stuff on our face, or Why did they give me all this? Like, I don't need... Look at my receipt. The last time I so badly wanted to get on live, because the last time I went to CVS, I spent like $460. And my receipt was taller than me. It's almost as tall as me. Almost. Yeah, there's still more stuff in here. But I'm really bad at overbuying. So I bought one extra of the rainbow because I decided I had to have two in case I couldn't find them anymore. I rebought, and I already have all of these, but I'm in love with them, and a lot of times Walmart's sold out. They're the lip gels, Wet n Wild lip gels. I love them all. I think Bear to Comment's my favorite, and Bear to Comment, Gone Burgundy, and it might be this one. The pinky one, what's it called? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Never Pedal Down. Pink Flamingos for me is way too like skin tone. Almost looks like you're not wearing lipstick. I don't see. That's the only one I don't like. So I rebought those, which I didn't need to do. And then I got my favorite concealer, which is the Master Concealer. I hope they're both. I'm really bad at picking them up and not checking the numbers. Make sure they're both the same shade. Yeah, okay. So I always use the Master Concealer by Master Conceal by Maybelline. Tried to get two of those because I'm running out. And I bought another one of these, and I have them all. And I probably already have another one of these. But because I'm obsessed with the way it looks with my hair right now, I grabbed another one of those. And then yesterday, I was at Walmart. I can't even remember what I got. Oh my god! Look at this. More lip gels. So we don't even need to bother with those. We know what those are. And then I got a couple new random lippies to try. This one is, I think it's Maybelline. Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. It looks really pretty. Matches my hair. And I have never tried these. It's number 30, Romantic. And then this one, I own all of the Vivid, what are they called? This one's black, so I can't see. Vivid Hot something. It's black, so I cannot see the print on it. But I own all of them, but not the black. So I went ahead and bought the black. And these are made by, this is number 82 Say It, and they're metallic, I think. Who makes them? I think that's Maybelline. No. I can't see because it's black and black print. I really think it's Maybelline, but I might be wrong. I will get back to you. I have more. Here's another one. Why did I buy this one? I already have this one. I do not see the name. Why would they not put it like big on there? The lips are so dark. Oh yeah, it's Maybelline. Real small across the top. They are Maybelline. They're Maybelline. So I already have all of these, and I think I already have this one. So I don't know why I bought this one, but I wanted to try out the black. It is so hard to find a good pigmented black lipstick, right? And I learned on Halloween that if you really want a good black lip that's not gonna fade or turn to like green or gray, use liquid Almay liner. It's amazing. It looked just like lipstick. It didn't smear. It was perfectly black. I could get like, you know what I mean, because it has such a fine brush. I could put it on perfectly. And ever since then, I'm like, if I need a for sure 100% full black lip that I know isn't going to come off, I'm going to use this. But it would be nice to also know that there is a black lipstick that exists that doesn't turn colors, because I have a whole bunch of like LA Colors and a whole bunch of different brands of black lipsticks that look black for a minute and then they kind of fade into this weird like greeny, gray, not black color. Hi! So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and take my primer and start cleaning my face up a little bit so at least I look presentable today. Malachi, what are you doing? Please don't do that.
Why?
Just be careful, okay? Be careful. Because not too long ago that thing came down. I just don't want you to get hurt. Okay, so that's everything I bought today. I wish I could go through everything I ever bought, but I mean, it would take us 3 months. So it's a start. Because the problem is I buy all these things for you and then for you, to share them with you. And because I'm a mom and my life is crazy. And who was it? Becca. See, look, it's LA Colors face primer. LA Colors, not LA Look. LA Colors face primer. This is what it looks like. And they don't sell it at Walmart. You gotta buy it at the dollar store. I don't even think they sell it at CVS or, you know, no drugstores. You gotta do a dollar store. Never have time. I know. I'm trying so hard to make time to include, you know, business with my life. I'm trying so hard. Once Malachi goes back to school, and all the kids are not sick any longer, I can do lives while Asher nap without a problem during the day. But these past couple of weeks, it's been nothing but no sleep and doctor's appointments. So it's been like really crazy. Malachi, please stop. Either leave the door opened or closed, not opened and closed. I'm sure you're not a mess. Listen, if this wasn't my job, I would be a mess. And the house would be perfect, but I would look a mess. But instead, I look okay and the house is a mess. So, you know, it's like something's got to give. It's either, you know, I make myself look good and I have a job in a business and I let my house get messy and have to deal with it. And that's so hard for me because I'm OCD. I'm a perfectionist. I'm an artist and a perfectionist. I want everything perfect and organized at all times. When we have 4 kids, there's no way anything's ever going to be organized and perfect. 1. 2, leave that in the basket. I told you yesterday, if you stood on this side of me, that I would make you leave the bathroom. So I'm going to ask you one more time to come over here. 1, 2. There's plenty of stuff. There's a whole bag of stuff to look at right there. Stay on this side or I'm going to lock the door. Here we go again. Husband can have one or the other. Exactly. Well, recently, Harley has to come home and clean the house and do all that because I'm trying to work. Like, you know, if I do a live during the day, then I have to do all my emails and all the work for my clients, and like all the content creating and all the like the back end ugly work at night. And he'll have to come home late and clean up and do dishes, and if he doesn't do them, then I'm stuck doing them the next morning, which pushes back then everything that I need to do. But I told him that his job, like, I was like, I'll do the laundry, you have to do all the dishes. I told him that his job was to keep the whole downstairs clean at all times, which is where the kids make the biggest mess. And then I would take the upstairs. And that's been how we've been working now for the last 6 months. The dishes and the downstairs is his responsibility, 100%. But sometimes I have no choice but to do them because he's been gone and it's a hot mess and I can't take it. But like right now, he's doing a lot better than I am because the downstairs looks great, the dishes are done, and I can't even walk through the laundry room. So he's winning. But I have to work longer. Like, he works longer hours and then he comes home and does the homework. So I guess it's equal because we both have to work nonstop. We both never sleep. We both never rest. All we do is work and take care of kids. That's it. That's all we do. It's our life. It is awful. Our house, the way it's set up, I cannot. There is no way, like no physical way, because of the way the kitchen's set up, to get a dishwasher in my kitchen. Or, I mean, like, I die. So we have to do a family of 6, every single dish by hand, because of the setup of the kitchen in this house. I hate it. When I moved in here, I was in a huge hurry. I wasn't, like, ready to buy because I just went through a divorce, or I was going through a divorce, so I wasn't ready to buy a house. So I kind of settled when I rented this house. I wasn't 100% pleased, but it's really hard to find a large home for rent with reasonable income, or a reasonable, you know, for a reasonable price. I mean, they want to charge like $1,500 a month for a 3-bedroom. And I need at least a 4, if not 5-bedroom house, you know, for rent. So anyway, obviously we're looking to buy because renting is so much more expensive. And I can't even put a dishwasher in my freaking kitchen. I'm, like, I hate it. I hate being here. I mean, I don't hate being here. I've turned it into my home. It's great. I'm blessed. It's amazing. But I'm ready to go get my own house. Prices are crazy. It's cheaper to buy than it is to rent. 100%. I could be paying like a $300 to $600 mortgage versus a $1,500 rent. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Hi. Alright, so basically I just took all the makeup on my face and rubbed it all over the place. Didn't really clean it off. Just kind of rubbed it everywhere. So I've got a mixture of blush and foundation and lipstick and powder and highlighter everywhere and contour. I'll just let this dry and then try to clean up real quick because of course I'm gonna run out of time. It's 2:40, so I gotta do something quick. definitely need to clean up these eyebrows because they're looking freaking scary. You see that? I'm going to put a little bit of the primer on them. And it's because that's the only thing I don't like about the spray is it like turns your eyebrows. It'll keep them perfectly in place, but it makes them like hard as a rock. You know what I mean? So like they get a little funky. They don't feel like eyebrows after you spray them. So they're a mess. Instead of taking off the full brow, I'm just going to clean up around the brow. Try to get the finishing spray off the top where it feels like plastic. And that's how like crazy that spray is. See that? It just look how huge that is. Because it's just so much compacted product. Look, I did my eyebrow. Done. Just kidding. Alright. So I'm really excited to finally get to wash my hair and let it go into its natural state because I have curly hair. And I straightened it. And it's been straight ever since. Obviously poofy, but straight. I'm really excited to see how it's going to look curly. And now that I showed you guys the next day, I can go ahead and take my shower and wash my hair. I considered trying to wash my hair today without getting my face wet, but I was like, that's way too hard. I'm not going to even attempt that. Just because I wanted you guys to see, like, that I'm not full of poo. It's worth using the finishing spray. I mean, I truly believe that. As a mom, I want to be able to, if I'm going to spend, when I do it on live, it takes me hours, but if I'm going to spend 20 minutes doing my makeup, I want it to last because I don't have time to redo it. So I love the fact that I can wear it all day without fixing it up and even fall asleep and wake up in the morning and take my kids to school and go to the market and run my errands and look like I got ready for my day when I didn't. Because I don't have time because I have 4 kids. So I mean, I just like suggest it to all moms. So I just wanted you to see truly what my face looked like. Now sometimes it's worse. Like if I fall asleep, if I do what I did yesterday and covered myself with the finishing spray and then fell asleep flat on my face, it probably wouldn't have looked as nice. I slept on my side last night, so I did sleep on my face. But it's not like there's been times where I've woken up with my face flat on the pillow. Like, you never know what's going to happen in your sleep. And when that happens, you're a hot mess. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it depends on how your night goes. But I get so exhausted that when I fall asleep, I normally don't even move. I fall asleep, I wake up in the same position because my body's so darn dead that it can't even move. So I'm going to try to leave these lashes on. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I don't even feel like taking them off because I don't really have time. They're coming off here in the corner, so I'm just going to stick the glue under the lash line. And then I'm just going to leave it alone so it can get sticky. And you know, I was thinking about it yesterday. I heard some people saying that they were having a hard time with their getting their eyelashes on. I suggest putting your glue on and letting it sit for a minute or a minute and a half. Like at least 45 seconds before you try to put them on. Because you gotta like really let that glue almost dry. And if you wait that long, then just be really careful that once you place them exactly where you want them. Because once you stick them, you're stuck. A lot of times it's really hard to move them. Oh my gosh. Freaking stink bug! hate those things. Every time I do these videos, I open the window just to let the light and the air in. And a freaking stink bug came in. So me trying to fix my eyelashes is going to do no good. I need to let it dry. So let's try a tiny bit of concealer and some highlighter. And then try to fix up these clown brows. They look like a clown. Concealer just shot all the way across the freaking bathroom. So I'm just going to use a little bit of concealer. That was a lot of concealer. Oops. I'm just going to go where you would normally highlight. Corner of your eye. I'm trying not to get my eyelashes. I don't want to get concealer in my eyelashes. So go up the corner of your nose, down the side of your nose, all the way up to the side. And the same on the other side. And I want to, maybe next time we do this, use powder contour, because I've been using cream contour so much in my lives. I want to show you guys how to use powder. It just takes a little bit longer, but honestly, I think the results are a little bit better. Sometimes. I mean, it's all a matter of opinion, really, but I can change with powder contour and powder. I can change the whole look and shape of my face, like, and look not like me. Like, if you look through my pictures on my Instagram, still looks like me. But I can change the complete shape and form of my face with a little bit of powder and a little bit of contour. And if I didn't have kids, I would make a tutorial every single day. But because I do, I figure right now, anyway, lives is the best way to do it. That way, you know, I'm doing the best I can to get myself out there and to show you different products and different techniques and answer any questions you have. But I just don't have the time to spend 5 hours editing a freaking tutorial. And then you have all the technical difficulties. There's been times where I've edited beautiful tutorials and then lost it. Like, it just disappeared on my phone. I mean, I just wanted to die. Okay, so let's try to do something a little bit different. What should I put on my eye? I think I'm gonna put, I have to find a brush real quick. Just taking a little Sigma brush because I'm not gonna get too crazy here. I don't have time. And I'm going to take my rainbow highlighter and throw some eyeshadow on with the highlight. See how it looks. Oh my gosh, they make these things like impossible to open. Today wasn't like a full planned thing. It was more of like a review slash new product slash how yesterday went. So here it is, opened up and pretty. And I'm just gonna, should I go in by color? I'm gonna go in with the pink first at the top with one of my Sigma brushes. And I'm just gonna try to see how bright I can get it up there. I might even, I'm gonna wet it, because it's not. I have a tiny bit of Nyx spray left. Wet your brush. Go back in. And see if it works a little better. I hope you guys can see. I should have picked I'll go with another color in a minute. Hopefully it shows up a little bit better, because that is not showing up. Let me see. Let me take purple, I guess. Or no, let's do the blue. I'm going to take the lighter blue first, the teal, and go in my crease. And just see what it looks like. Now this is not eyeshadow, so it's not going to be as pigmented as eyeshadow would be. It's highlight. So I'm just going for like a really light, glowy eye because I'm in a hurry. And it's pretty. And I'm not seeing, let me dig deeper. Not seeing blue. Are you seeing blue? I'm not. Let's go to the darker blue. Try again. There we go. It's really hard to work with your lashes on. Hi, I love you too. So I'm just going out and then in on the crease. And seeing what happens. I love using lipstick and highlighter as eyeshadows when I'm in a hurry. Just because, like, as a mom, a lot of times it's really nice to go with kind of like, glammy or not, a semi-natural glammy look. Or at least that's what I prefer. Sometimes I want to go full glam. Now I'm going to go into the bright yellow. I'm spraying my brush to try to make sure I get as much color out of here as I possibly can. I'm going to go into the yellow and try to go up here. That's pretty. You can see the yellow. Got kind of a little rainbow eye going on here. Definitely like the yellow. And the spray is definitely helping. You know what? I'm not going to waste my precious. Guys, I have way too much makeup. My precious NYX. When I have a huge bottle of Wet n Wild. Just let me find it real quick. I just freaking had it. And it's not here. I swear. I know it's in one of those baskets. I just can't see it. I must have took it out and used it for something because darn it, it's not there. So I'm sure you can tell like the difference in my energy level from yesterday and today. Huge difference. I'm going to take the yellow in here because it is so pretty. Every time I need something, I can't find it. That's the only flaw in the, or like the only downfall into owning, here it is, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of makeup products. You can never find anything when you need it. So I'm going to use Wet n Wild with Wet n Wild. That makes sense, right? So we'll use the Wet n Wild setting spray to get a better pigmented eye. And try to save the teeny tiny bit of NYX I have for my actual face. I'm just going to take the yellow and bring it all the way down and around. I'm going to go under my eye. Even though I didn't. No, I did conceal under there. The only thing that I don't like is you can see the colors are kind of mixing together. Even though I'm trying really hard not to mix them together. They're still mixing together. I'm trying to go at an angle where I've learned the hard way that when it comes with working with like highlights and stuff, natural light is the only way for you to see on that camera what is really going on. If I don't have natural light and I have to use even my professional, like really good lights, you cannot see as well as you can with natural light. It just doesn't, it's got myself in the eye because I'm using the wrong brush. I shouldn't be using this brush. Oh, I hurt my eyelashes. Let me fix them real quick. They're sticking now, finally. Okay. My eyelashes are fixed. So fixed that it's stuck to the bottom of my eye. See how sticky it gets if you let it sit? Alright. I think it's really cool when you guys reach out to me and you're like, you know, I don't like makeup, or I was never into makeup and now I'm doing my makeup and I'm buying concealer, or I'm buying contour, and you know what I mean? Like, I think it's cool that I've inspired you to try to make yourself feel beautiful. I mean, you can feel beautiful without makeup. I'm not saying you have to have makeup to feel beautiful. I'm just saying that it's cool that I somehow inspired you enough to go out and buy the stuff. You know, that's just cool. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and try to semi-match the other eye quickly and intensify it a little bit, because that just looks like it's pretty and shiny. It's hard to tell from a distance. You can see the pink and the blue and the yellow. I want to add some orange and purple in there. It's just not really bright because it's not eyeshadow. Remember, it's not eyeshadow. It's highlight. It's not going to be bright, and that's okay. It's just going to be a really glowy eye. So I started with pink. I'm going to start with pink over here. And it's soaked. A little bit too wet. Is that looking blue? Because I didn't clean it. And like normally you could tap your brushes off, and I didn't switch my brush. So it's kind of getting mixed a little bit, but not too bad. I see the pink. I'm trying to tilt my head so you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing, because there's no light over here. Okay, so I went pink, and it's, oh, did you see that? I didn't fix the end of the lash. It almost just came off. Okay, the pink worked so much better over here, so I'm going to reapply, since it's wet now, right here, so it glows better. And then we went blue, kind of like a wing. Oh, I can't. I'm trying to do this with my eyes closed because these freaking lashes. Normally always put your lashes on after you've done your eyeshadow. There it goes again. The struggle. It seems like the tealy color doesn't really want to show. Not for eyeshadow anyway, but the darker blue does. It's showing up for sure. And I think that now that my brush is so wet, it's showing up a lot better on this side than the other. You can tell the difference. So I'm gonna just go over here a little bit more to make it match. And it's gonna cut me off. I have 23 seconds. I'll check the time. And if I have an extra minute, I'll pop back on, add a little bit of eyeliner and a lip and blush, and be done. If you're not interested, I get it. I'm not offended. If you are, I'll see you in a minute and a half.